Welcome back to AM Buffalo. I'm Mercedes Wilson with guest host Lynn Magistrale from Western New York Heroes. Now, there is a new program in the works for our members of the military who are making the transition to civilian life. It's called CARE. And Lynn, you're very familiar with this program.
Yes, I am.
You're very familiar. And stepping in with us is Joyce Butler and Mary Craig. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Now, before we start talking about this program, you ladies have a background in theater, right? It's going to all come together.
Yes.
Right, so talk about that.
Well, Mary?
Well, you know, when you have a background in theater, it's very difficult to talk about yourself.
I laugh.
This is going to be great. This is great.
We need to be a part of this.
Yes, yes.
Well, I've done a lot of shows in the Western New York area at the many different theaters. You know, Western New York is one of those unique places where you don't really have to move in order to do what you love because there are so many opportunities here. So I've been doing it for years. That long.
Don't tell.
I didn't.
And you have a background as well, right?
I do, and I have been doing it since dinosaurs roamed freely.
Oh my gosh.
She did it.
This is not true, people.
She went there.
Oh my goodness. And yeah, I toured Europe with a modern dance company, toured Canada as a jazz singer.
Wow.
And my most memorable production was when I played Billie Holiday in a one-woman show.
Wow.
And had 89 sold-out performances.
That was a wonderful show. I remember that.
That is awesome.
I am envious.
Yeah.
So now I know why I'm so tired.
So can you tell us more about the program and how you got involved? And
Okay, well, the program is the baby of the Cleveland Playhouse Theater, the winner of the Tony Award, the #1 theater in the nation. Yay! Well, realizing that, on a serious note, our children are an endangered species. They are being robbed of their childhood by situations that they have absolutely no control over. And a lot of teachers have said and thought, and I'm one of them, this is the last straw. No, they're probably right. But what was the first straw?
Yeah.
What brought them to this situation at such an early stage in their life?
Yeah.
That's what the CARE program is focusing on. We're doing 5 emotions: happy, sad, anger, fear, and my favorite, confidence.
I love confidence.
You do too, because I didn't have a lot.
You didn't?
Not at all.
Yeah.
And what age group do you deal with, and what do you see with the kids?
I actually deal with the youngest, the kindergartners to 2nd graders.
They probably love you.
Oh, my goodness.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Not as much as I love them. You know why? Because they have no filters.
Yeah.
They just talk to you. They tell you some things you probably shouldn't talk. You know, they do it because they trust you.
Yep.
And because they want to know the why. Everything is a why, and they actually expect that you have the answer. So I think for me, that is my favorite group. CARE actually goes up to high school.
8th grade right now, but the high schools are interested, and Buffalo Public Schools are interested also.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
We're in Cheektowaga right now. Maryville, Cleveland Hill, and JFK.
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you. It's
Congratulations.
wonderful.
So how do you help the children express these emotions?
You know, by using theater. A lot of people don't understand that theater actually provides us with a primary, a foundation, because we deal with emotions all the time. In order to be an effective actor, you've got to be able to portray emotions to an audience that knows nothing about you.
Yeah.
And so the basic emotions that we talked about, that Joyce outlined for you, are the ones that we focus on. We spend about 5 weeks on each one of them. The thing I do love about this program is that the final emotion, which we're going to be beginning after the spring break that we're on, is going to be confidence. So we end on this high note.
Yeah.
You know, which I think is just lovely.
Yeah.
love that. And you gain a lot of confidence being a veteran. And that pulls in a lot of emotion to you and a release from you as well, as you gain that confidence and move along the ranks. And then when you transition out of the military, now what?
Exactly.
For a lot, that's when trauma starts. That's when trauma starts to surface, rather. That's when you start feeling those emotions. You're not with that family anymore that you are used to venting to and working with.
Right, you're right.
So how do you feel about this growing into the veteran community, which I'm very excited for?
Oh, so are we. We are looking forward to work with you. As we said, the 5 emotions, happy, sad, anger, fear, and confidence, they're universal.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they are universal.
There are no ages.
There are no ages at all. We all experience those emotions at some time.
You know, I think the thing that I know I learned after meeting your group is that it's not only are there no ages, but there are no types. A group of veterans coming back, I mean, how much time do we actually spend? How much do we know about you after you come back? What about your families? What about your children? And I think it's that type of program that's universal, so that we can take it and apply it to everyone. And I'm so excited that we're going to have an opportunity to work with you.
And we'll never know what you've been through.
No.
Never know.
Well, just like a child, unless they ask that why and they get that answer, nobody has the correct answer.
Right.
Or they don't know that you're even thinking about you know, children especially are experiencing trauma. Think about what they've been through. They've been through a pandemic.
Yes.
Right.
They have been through just school shootings, for God's sake.
Yeah.
What do we expect them to do? Ignore that?
Right.
Yeah.
We have to help them get through it.
And speaking of that, you need help. Talk about funding really quick. How can we help?
Funding. How can you help?
Yes.
How much money do you have?
Well, let's see what's in here.
Send money now.
Where can people reach you to support? How can they support?
At the Villa Maria College.
Yes.
Yes. Teaching there. Yes.
Awesome. So if someone wants to help with funding, they can reach out to you where? How can they contact you?
You know, actually, our funding comes through the United States Department of Education.
Okay.
And so what we would like to do is contact Villa Maria College.
Yep.
And then find out what other things that we need. What if it's supplies, if it's people, if it's food. It's whatever.
Okay, so
other
reach out to
thing.
Villa Maria College.
Absolutely.
Yes,
You
please.
ladies are fabulous.
Oh,
You're
come
welcome
on.
back anytime. Thank
Thank
you so much.
Our pleasure.